Give us a thumbnail sketch of your background and how you came to work or own. Do you own the company or
Yep,
what's the
I'm
background?
a co-owner and co-creator of QR Flyerbox.
Okay.
We QR Flyerbox, I should say. We created this company kind of out of a brainchild that I had. I started out originally. I was just going to do QR codes, implement them into my listings. Thought it was kind of a neat idea. It was an upcoming idea, and this was well over a year ago now. My business partner, who is very, very much entrepreneurial and wants to take anything that I come up with and turn it into a company, said, "Hey, I think you got something here." And the background story starts out, his father, who just turned 50, got his first smartphone and is out scanning cans of soup and out scanning this and that, and was wondering why he couldn't scan houses because he couldn't get a hold of realtors, and the flyer boxes were always empty. So he said, "Why can't we scan a house?" And ironically, I happened to be working on that. So it worked out pretty well. We decided to start out small, throw it out there to a few realtors, see what their thoughts were, and it's just kind of exploded from there. But yeah, it just came out of necessity. I was just looking at different marketing plans and ideas for my listings, trying to stay on the cutting edge, and that's kind of how it started.
Okay, so you're a real estate agent as well, or a broker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, for those of us who haven't heard of a QR code, what is it, and what's the genesis of it?
QR code actually stands for quick reference. Essentially, it's a mobile phone readable barcode. They started out back in about 10 years ago in Japan, and they were implemented in the automotive industry. And after that, people started utilizing them for pretty much anything that they wanted to gain quick reference to.
Mm-hmm.
The code itself can open up any number of things: photos, text, websites. The primary function has been through web.
Okay. All right. Cool. Now, am I wrong here? But QR codes can be read by any mobile device, or there's specific devices that you need. I mean, iPhone, of course, will open them. What about Android and BlackBerry?
Yep. Any phone that's designated as a smartphone,
Mm-hmm.
that phone will open up a quick reference code. The best way to find out, we've actually embedded this into our product. If you go to qrflyerbox.com from your mobile phone,
Mm-hmm.
what it will do is it will open up a page within our page. You can click on it and download a reader. It will actually identify your phone, determine what kind of phone it is, what one works best for your phone, and it helps you download it right then and there. And it's completely free, which is great. So once you have it, you can start scanning codes.
Oh, cool. So that's a pretty easy thing to use. It's just tap into your website. Your website will detect what kind of phone it is, and then it'll install the application once you
Yep.
authorize it.
Yep. So we did that to help boost the learning curve. One of the things that I found, majority of people had no idea what these codes were, what to do with them. So our signs actually have download reader at qrflyerbox.com right on them. So as people pull up in front of the property, if they don't know what to do, typically they'll be able to see that, go to the website, download the reader, and be moving right along.
Okay, cool. Now, my brother and I run a real estate company here in California, and we ordered one of your signs, and we weren't getting enough listings at the time. However, the sign that you guys sent us, it's some big yellow signs, right?
It is.
Okay.
It's by design.
Well, no, it actually catches people's attention. It's good.
Absolutely, and that's why we did that. If you can actually watch analytics on a property. I had a few properties, and I'll get into a little bit more about what our product does. But I had a few properties that over the winter, the signs here in Michigan got annihilated by either snow plows or just the 5 foot of snow that we had.
Okay.
So we had a little bit of a problem. So we decided to go with bright yellow because it stands out. But also, I noticed after the snow started melting, I could see the analytics of the actual hits on my site for each property just went through the roof because the background was white snow with a bright yellow sign. So it's kind of neat to see how that worked.
Oh, well, cool deal. Now, that's a good segue. Now, you said you were going to talk more about some of the products that you guys offer. So you want to go ahead and get into that?
Sure. I mean, essentially the company itself, it's designed around the QR code. I'm going to pull up this here real quick. just to kind of go through the notes we had talked about. The idea behind it is mobile optimization for your property. Majority of people have been using QR codes. I would say half of them are using them correctly. The other half are taking a QR code and embedding it into just a typical website. And if you have a standard phone, try to put a normal web page on that size screen, it's going to be very hard to read, very hard to navigate through. So the key to this is mobile optimization. And that's what we've created as a landing page for you to mobile optimize your properties. Some of the added values, we have social media linking. We have the ability for you to reassign the code. So you essentially can create a code, take that code, and the sign comes shipped to your doorstep. You're ready to rock and roll. Say that property sells. You can literally pick up that sign, put it on another property, go into the website through your dashboard, reassign it, and you're rock and rolling again. We have a 6-month activation, and that's by design. We didn't want 12 months because if you're aggressive enough, you should be able to move that property.
Sure.
However, if it doesn't sell, you can just go on and reactivate it for an additional 6 months. The signs, like I said, they come shipped to you. They're unique. At the bottom of each sign is the actual, in order to stay compliant for professional standards, you have the broker's name, number, and then you also have the property ID number that corresponds with the dashboard within there. There's a ton of different features. The social media has been huge. People sharing these on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. They can do it from their dashboard. Consumers can actually, if they scan that code, can share it with their friends. They can forward the listing. Everything is done with the push of a single button. They can actually make contact with their realtor through email, through phone call, whatever. It's all directly done through the phone. It's very easy, very simple to use, and we wanted those one-touch controls.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I noticed about using you guys' service, which was great, is that I think a lot of people believe that they can go out and get a QR code and then assign that to their listing on their site, and then somebody be able to pull it up on their mobile phone. Which the whole idea of the service, in my opinion, that you guys are offering is that your website is actually optimized. So, like you said, when you do pull it up with your smartphone, you can see all the content rather than having to flip across and back and forth. So, I think that's a really good feature that you guys implemented into there. Let me ask you this: per sign, how much does it cost, and what are your monthly services, or how does that all work? Can you break that down a little bit?
Yeah, well, obviously, me being a realtor and the market being where it's at, and I don't know how it is there in California, but
Terrible.
here we've got what they call a depressed market.
Right.
My vision, my design, and I should say our vision, our design, was to keep this product as cheap as humanly possible. You pay for an online activation and you pay for a sign. We've jumboed it up and we put it together in a nice, neat package, shipped to your doorstep, good for 6 months. You're less than $20. Locally here with shipping, you're about $18.51. So it's pretty cost effective. And the great thing is, again, you have a PC website. So if you share it on Facebook and someone opens it on a PC, it looks one way. You have a mobile website, so if someone opens it on their phone, it goes another way. So it's pretty neat.
Okay, so do you see QRFlyerbox.com expanding into other markets? I mean, like, let's say for like a mom and pop store or something like that, or is it just going to be specific towards real estate? I mean, what are your growth projections? Are you going to, split off into other markets, or or am I being a little bit too ambitious with my thoughts?
No, not at all. Actually, you kind of beat me to the punch. One of the things we haven't officially announced, so I guess here's the official announcement, is we are working on a retail side of this product line.
Ooh.
Same great features, same everything that we offer. In addition, we're going to be able to sell a package. So a consumer, or I should say a retail shop, would be able to purchase this package and use it to implement their daily special, if it was a sub shop or what have you. Anything that they're going to be marketing, they'll be able to do it through mobile optimization, and it will come with the QR code. It will come with everything they need. They can actually assign individual QR codes to their product lines and feature them separately if they wanted to. And again, everything would intertwine that social media sharing and linking ability. So, yeah, that's coming. So you beat me to it.
All right, well, good deal, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that. So are you going to blast out an email announcing to your database or what?
Yep. We're actually we're working with a marketing company to see how we can get this out there. One of the biggest things that we've experienced is growth, or the lack of growth, based on the fact that we can't hit everybody in a really fast way. So we're trying to figure that out. We're still a small company. However, we got really big ambitions.
Okay, now are you guys doing any search engine optimization and stuff like that for your site or marketing online?
Yep. And one great thing I've noticed, and it wasn't by design, but it kind of worked out this way. The optimization, back to the real estate agent, the search optimization has kind of fired some people through the roof. It's neat to see every time they share this link on Facebook or Twitter, and people are clicking on it, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. There's one company right now, like I said, I'm a licensed realtor, and there's one company right now, they're actually getting more hits than I am, which is a little depressing, but that's okay.
Well, let me ask you this. As far as your competitors out there, for customer service for QRFlyerBox.com, what's differentiating you guys from the pack? Because I'm sure it's got to be a competitive market. So customer service-wise, I mean, what's separating you guys from the pack, and what would make the average real estate agent or brokerage say, hey, I want to use these guys?
Well, and I don't know if this is an advantage or not, but I believe it is. We're still small. We're still a smaller company. We are all about customer service. One of the great things is I'm accessible as the owner. The other owner is accessible. Our ITE department is accessible anytime. In fact, if you send a comment, question, suggestion, it comes to all of us via our smartphones. So anything that comes through, we're getting it instantaneously, and one of us is responding. A lot of times it's me, but we're trying to stay on top of this and be in touch with people. We also are huge advocates for people sharing ideas, suggestions, comments. The reason is we want this to be built by realtors for realtors. We want realtors to feel like this is something that they've helped create. Here in Grand Rapids, the majority of the agents that are using this had a huge input on what they wanted, how they wanted it to work. So it's neat to see this thing grow. We're not a huge conglomerate, although we would like to be, but we're definitely trying to keep this thing as low-key as possible in regards to development and not getting beyond our abilities, I guess.
Well, I think that's cool because I'm all about the entrepreneurial, mindset and the heart. I mean, I've got 6 or 7, 8 different projects going. I'm a Supreme Court mediator. Sure. I go and mediate foreclosures in Vegas. I just wrote a book on an entertainment thing. So as far as like being the small guy on the block, I'm always a big fan of that because you actually can control the growth, and you can actually still be hands-on and work with your clientele and actually get input from them like you guys are saying. And I will vouch for you on this. Whenever my brother discovered you guys online, and whenever he discovered you guys were way on top of it. You guys sent out the sign for us. We used it. We loved it. Our business slowed down. So I'll definitely vouch for you guys on this. You guys are way on top of it. So as soon as we get some more listings, I'm definitely going to order some more signs from you. So
good. I might be able to hook you up with those.
All right, man. Well, big thumbs up on that one. Now,